Welcome to Toffee TV. We are live on YouTube and on our Patreon. So get good questions in, right? Get good questions in, and because honestly, we get loads and loads and loads of comments and stuff, but I want real good questions, and they can be about anything you want to ask us, and I mean anything.
I'm sure you can cut them off.
No?
Oh,
anything. Just get any good questions in. But, I don't want to see the same old, do you think Gomez is going to play on Sunday? Don't know.
I mean, how many times have we been asked that question?
Exactly. Millions.
Have we?
Yeah, apparently. So get us some good questions that we can answer.
Hello, Gary.
And if you don't, we'll just ignore you.
I mean, harsh, but probably true.
No, because we get so many comments that we can't be answering every single comment, can we? We can't be. We want it. That's what I'm saying. It's quality now. Quality over quantity. So if you want to have your, I mean, we've got to just hello Gary straight away. Let's
Adam Lilford though. Adam straight in it.
Hello
Gary.
He's hello Gary.
Mark G, look, I beat Gary. It's like a thing when he beat Gary now, isn't it?
This is the kind of thing we've got going on Patreon, which YouTubers will.
There's Margaret with the two blue hearts.
That's the way.
Beaten in just one man.
That's it. Paul Cattrall says, evening Blue Noses, and he's gone with 2 hearts, which is what we always like. Exactly. Interesting, the stadium completion dates today, all completed by September 2023. Would we start with 4 or 5 away games that season? Interesting, Carlo saying Gomez would be better starting than coming on a sub. And if anyone would like to sponsor Paul, he's doing the sleep out at Goodison in about 3 weeks' time. The link is on Discord. Paul, put it on YouTube as well, mate, so the people on YouTube can maybe sponsor you. Let's talk about the stadium stuff. So we've seen this planning application. Steve in the studio found it for us today. Interesting dates. So it's basically saying that the demolition work will start. If everything goes to plan, this demolition work will start in September.
Right.
And then the stadium will start getting built in December. And it will end, what they're saying is the testing the stadium will be complete by July 2023, and then there'll be 6 weeks of testing, which would take us effectively up to September, the first week in September. So, as Paul said there, you imagine that Everton would start the season in the stadium, but may have to miss the first maybe 1 or 2 home games, which would be switched to away. So maybe the first 3 games would be away, maybe depending on the date of when the season starts, I would imagine. Unless, number one, testing could be part of being in the Premier League. I don't know exactly how testing works. I think Tottenham had 2 test events, didn't he?
Yeah.
So 6 weeks might be maybe you've got to have 3 test events within the 6 weeks. But if Everton can get those test events done in maybe the first 2 weeks, because there's no way that we're going to get a stadium ready for September and move in the following year. It's going to be that season, isn't it? Yeah. If everything goes to plan, of course.
They always estimate it, and it's better to under promise and over deliver, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so therefore that estimation of September 23, I imagine, will be if things don't go to plan.
Yeah.
So they're giving themselves that error of margin. And therefore I fully...
Or margin of error.
I fully expect it to be done and ready to kick off in August 20. It's only literally a month before.
Obviously, if everything goes to plan, the planning application goes through first time, it doesn't get called in by the government, and we start the demolition in September. And we've looked at the documents, and it is the mad thing is, if you look at the planning application, which we've looked at today, it's a big it's not just one PDF, it must be about 100 PDFs.
It's all different aspects of it, isn't it?
Well, there's all kinds. It even shows you what the windiest parts of the ground are, literally. I mean, sit next to me after a few Guinness. That's how it goes into the minute detail, which is what they've got to do. But again, it makes a laughing stock of anyone suggesting that Everton getting a new stadium's nonsense. It's the planning permission is there. It's there to see on the website, and the detail it goes into and has to go into for a project this large is obviously huge, massive.
It's down to every last possible thing, isn't it? Every finite detail is in there, and it has to be because it's such a big thing.
And it even goes as far in the planning application of showing alternative sites, one being Walton Park, and showing the people why that wouldn't work and how it was too expensive. But it does have some pictures of what the stadium would have looked like, and this big canopy, which is quite interesting. That got that far as well. So obviously, I'm hoping someone out there will go through it more with a fine tooth comb. I've been looking at my phone and it's tiny. It needs more pictures. Needs far more pictures for my liking. But hopefully someone will go through it and find out a few more of the finer details in it. But there is a lot to look at, lot to cover. So
good, interesting, and a good development. And sorry, I just had a look and seen 45 likes from 200 people watching. So again, unacceptable. But again, on your heads be it.
Okay.
So
if you've got any more questions on that, please, or any if anyone's read it or seen something that we haven't spoke about, please let us know in the comments. Luke Sage, I think, has come up with maybe one of the most important questions of the day.
Okay.
He says, why doesn't cling film stick to the inside, itself in the roll?
When you're peeling it?
Yeah. So I'd argue with Luke because I was having a cling film based dilemma last night.
Right, yeah.
So I'd used some chicken.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get some cling film to wrap it all up, put it back in the fridge, you know, keep it nice and keep the hygiene, can't mix your cold meats with you and all that kind of thing. And do you know that thing where if it doesn't come off as a strip and it starts, and then you have to go, oh, it was a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So I would go against you, Luke. I would say, in theory, that's what it's supposed to do. But if you don't get a clean thing, and when it's a long roll, if you don't get a clean one,
with tin foil, when that happens sometimes, you know, you peel it and then it like splits down, I think. You're trying to get it, and that's another thing, though. You got it. What's wrong with just these are problems in the kitchen?
Have you ever, you know, on the box where you have the little
slices?
Don't. Why they like? Look, I did that last night on a knife. It's killing me.
Why the worst cuts? The little smallest cuts are the worst.
To be fair, though, I've never really cut myself in a
big
what
way.
They call a Minshall cut.
No, you don't want a minch cut.
No.
No. Stay away from the minch cut.
Stay away from the Minshalls.
No, listen. If you get on their side, I'm sure you're all right. He just nodded. He just went, look, he went. Yeah, that was the nod.
Sophie Gallagher's asked about Man City and FFP. Sophie, listen to the podcast. We've covered it all, and we've done a good 25 minutes on Manchester City and the FFP and what it could mean for Everton. So make sure you check that out.
He's right, Soph. Soph will. Soph
we did a bit about it last night on our Patreon live show as well. I mean, so get involved in that as well. But it's definitely on the podcast where we've gone into it. So we've only got a limited amount of time. We can't, you know. Reed Cross-Gray says we are playing 4-4-2 under Ancelotti, and Brands is signing players to fit in. This means the next manager after Ancelotti will have to play 4-4-2. The club should dictate the system, not the manager.
What's wrong with 4-4-2?
Well, why are we thinking past Ancelotti anyway, though?
Well, the manager after it, quite possibly, will be Duncan Ferguson, who implements a 4-4-2. But what is wrong with 4-4-2? That's the thing because 4-3-3 and 4-5-1 worked brilliant for us, all those leagues we won, didn't it? I don't think you can look at it like that, mate. Honestly, I just think get good players in and pick the system that suits them, and the system that is suiting Everton really well at the moment is 4-4-2. So
definitely. Keith Van Santi, the Dutch bounty hunter.
Yeah, the Dutch bounty hunter.
Said Manchester City have to sell players to someone. Do you see any player from City that would want us to sign and that would help our club? I don't think Manchester City will have to sell one player. Again, listen to the podcast for our thoughts on FFP.
It's not getting put through that. There's no chance.
I don't think they will. No. I don't think anyone would abandon ship anyway this summer. I really can't see it anyway. Because
too powerful.
Yeah, they are. They're too powerful. They're a big club, and
we've got good lawyers.
Good lawyers.
And they're a country, so essentially. So
Manchester.
Hopefully they'll smash UEFA to bits.
Yeah, like we want rid of FFP. We want rid of FFP.
Woeful.
Owen J. Peters has said, which colours, patterns, he's gone right into this, would you like to see for next year's kits? Feels like it's been ages since we've had a nice amber kit. I hope that the new sponsor and maybe a new manufacturer will come out with something really nice. On that note, with Sports Pager on the way out, which was your favourite Sports Pager kit? Mine was last year's third, the blue and white. Also, hello Gary.
Hello Gary. Mine was the purple. Thought the purple one that really
I think that's my favourite. I think this is my favourite.
That is a nice one.
I really like that.
That is really nice.
Be nice to have like a proper amber, hasn't it? Because we haven't had the proper. We had the last yellow kit wasn't that the one we had when we played West Brom away and beat them?
3-2, yeah.
Was it 3-2 or was it 2-1?
Oh, with Ron when he bent it in, 3-1, Gareth Barry.
Yeah, Koeman's second game.
Second game.
I think that was the last time we had yellow, but we haven't had proper amber for a while, that real shade of amber.
With blue shorts and amber socks. Or blue socks.
Be
what
nice.
would you go for?
I don't know.
Either?
I don't mind.
Either.
I'm quite...
Yeah, no, it'd be good to have a good amber kit. I always like a black kit as well.
I like an all-white kit.
Or an all-white.
I'd actually have all blue for the home kit if I could.
No,
I love it.
Hate us in
I
all
love
blue.
it. All blue looks
Blue,
posh.
white, blue we should have for our home kit.
I really like
should
it.
Always wear blue socks.
AJ No with a fantastic question. Is Uncharted Collection on PS4 better than Uncharted 4? Well, isn't Uncharted Collection just Uncharted 1, 2 and 3? And they've put them in the collection. I thought that's what it was.
There's like a couple of other bits though, isn't there?
Well, there's the game.
There's like the girls.
There's the girl, which you probably still in the wrapper, isn't it? Yeah,
because I'm playing. Hang on, I'm doing Star Wars.
Whoa, hang on. When did you get Star Wars?
Oh no.
When did you get Star Wars?
Yeah, I know.
Christmas. Yeah. When did you get the Uncharted?
I'm playing.
Year before.
At the moment, I'm playing PES 20, PES 20, Star Wars, and NBA 2K20, which is boss. So they're me three at the moment, but I've still got Uncharted the collection to do, and I've still got Tomb Raider the collection to do. And I want to do Last of Us again.
So I don't know. I thought the Uncharted collection.
Uncharted 4 is brilliant, though. To be fair,
they're all brilliant.
Yeah, they are all brilliant.
Mark G says, "Are either of you fans of horror movies?" No.
No. I used to funnily enough, I was when I was a kid, but now if I see anything, it just goes off. Too scared.
No, I don't like.
Scares me.
I watched Knives Out last night. That's good. It's not a horror film. It's a good film.
Is it Minshall's in it?
They could have been. That's all I'm saying. Adam says, so happy with the way things have changed since Carlo's appointment, as in fan negativity. That being said, I feel it is our job as fans to back the team regardless and create an atmosphere they can thrive in. Yes, the players need to play their part also, but the two go hand in hand and the atmosphere comes first. Yeah, well said.
Agreed, Adam.
Okay. Dave Wild says, I bought a book of 1,000 raffle tickets from WH Smith's for £2.50, which I think it's a massive bargain, as they're usually £1 a strip. What is the biggest bargain you've ever bought or seen?
Biggest bargain I've ever seen is...
What do you do with the raffle tickets? Because it just feels like you bought them because they were on cheap.
Well, why not? Biggest bargain I've ever seen is Seamus Coleman for 60 grand. Biggest bargain ever bought? It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, isn't it? You
know. 4 bounties for £1. It's quite good.
I seen white Oreos the other day and thought of you.
Disgusting. 5 cream eggs for £1.65 at the moment. Other shops have them for £2. Also available at other retailers, of course.
I mean, you didn't mention...
You
didn't mention the retailers?
No, I was just in case. I was double bagging, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the biggest bargain you've ever bought?
I have no idea. I mean, it's a fair question. It's just not one
how much was our ticket to watch Everton Monaco and be like basically in the changing room looking at the kit and be on the pitch before the game? It's like 15 quid or something.
Yeah,
less
something like that, I don't know.
That was a bargain. Like on the pitch and everything.
Like literally on the pitch. We literally on the pitch a couple of hours before the game.
Why did the groundsman come to me as if I was the most sensible?
You were like the senior figure.
To usher everyone.
You probably just thought you were the senior figure.
Are you messing?
Well,
Elvin was there.
I know,
and
but it's the hair.
No, mate, no.
Yeah, but in Europe, grey hair is like, think of Clooney. Think of Clooney.
True, yeah.
You're in the Alps.
Didn't ask me to sell coffee though.
No, but think about you were in the Alps, and he's probably gone to you and thought, like,
remember him?
Don Baz. He probably thought your name was
possibly,
Don Barry.
Possibly.
Don Barry.
Possibly.
And he's probably gone.
I need to work. I need to cultivate the ground. That's what he said. Can you get these people off the
pitch?
pitch?
The lids were running around it.
There's the kid out of Stranger Things.
The kid
Dusty was there,
Dustin, yeah.
Dustin and Han was tying a flag type of thing.
It was mad. And then when the game played, there was a pitch invasion as well.
There was.
And the lad who pitch invaded, number one, didn't have a passport. And how he got in and out the country, I'll never know. I mean, amazing, absolutely amazing. He literally just hid behind someone it was incredible. And then he pitch invaded after we scored. And then at the end of the game, basically
demanded Silver
training top because he'd come all the way. Apparently, he was the only one who'd been on the coach. But the thing was about this fella was he was the only one who talked all night and kept everyone else awake. So it was good for him, and he got a training top.
And then I stopped him getting thrown into a Swiss cell.
You should have just let him get thrown into a Swiss
but
cell.
I felt like I couldn't. I felt like when he was fronting the police that I had to drag him away.
What an incredible trip.
That was a good bargain. That.
Can't buy memories.
You can't. I mean, you can. You had the song Memories. Wasn't that Elaine
Like
Page?
the corner of my mind. Ben H says, would you rather be forced to dance every time you heard music or be forced to sing along to any song you heard?
Sing along to any song.
Yeah, sing along. It takes less effort.
Well, I don't mind dancing, but I just feel as though like you might generally go do the same dance, mightn't you? And you don't want to become that person that dances the same to every song.
Just get Fortnite.
But sing. I mean, I do rock a few Fortnite dances and all that. But maybe, yeah, there's that. I think I'd rather sing along to every song.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, still.
And to be fair, it does help that I'm
hang
also.
Hang on. 300 people watching.
Okay. It does help that
not
I'm
even 100
world-class
likes.
singer.
Not even 100 likes.
Do you have sugar in your tea? That's from JS. No.
No. JLS?
No, not JLS.
Oh, what's it then? Let's ask them. Got in touch.
No Way Jose says, thoughts on Max Kumbala, Jonathan David and Gabriel Maghathi? Is that Maghathi?
Kumbala, centre-back. Bit slow. Jonathan David, very good, 19 goals in 35 games, I think. For Ghent, 10 assists. Looks a good player. Gabriel, that's Dos Santos.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer the question.
Good footballer.
Good players.
Let's have a look. Lots of people asking about the FFP. Lots of people asking about FFP. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't.
It'll get blasted.
I just don't think it's going to happen, personally. Stoll says, if you could choose between Champions League or Europa League next season, which one would be better for us? Champions League.
Literally
Champions League.
For the money.
Champions League. That's like saying, if you could have... I don't know, I've got to be careful what I say.
No, don't say it, but I know what you mean. The thing is, we could probably go further in the Europa League, but monetary-wise, with FFP and everything else, Champions League, imagine it just blitzes everything money-wise. So it'd have to be that. Richard Dean says, greetings from San Diego.
Greetings? San Diego Toffees, lads. Why do you think the media seems so anti-Everton? Is it that there are so many Liverpool pundits and journals out there? Yeah, I think that. Yeah, of course. I think that plays into it. That there is that natural bitterness from the journalists out there. It's always going to come across, isn't it? That's the way it is. And also, I just think Everton don't really give them anything to talk about that much. But, yeah. No, but why do you think there's an anti-Everton thing? I think what it is just don't make enough noise out there for the fans. And the media have got a perceived idea of what Everton are. I just don't think we do enough to change that. I don't think we did. I think we'd be a bit bigger story. No, I remember Jonathan Northcroft, see the way I just go smooth like that. I remember Jonathan Northcroft telling me, obviously I think he writes for the Sunday Times, and he's one of the best journalists in the country. But Liverpool used to be his beat. He used to live in Liverpool, he lives in Leicester now. And he came in, I think it was 2015. Remember we had Martin this week. I was on the Blue Room, and we were doing a Blue Room special. It was the anniversary of Everton winning the FA Cup. It was 20 years to the day since we'd won the FA Cup, and we were like, we hadn't won anything for 20 years. That's how we'd framed it. We got him in and we asked him why Everton weren't a big deal in the media, and he said the simple fact is Everton don't create enough stories on or off the pitch for journalists. Don't forget, right, nowadays journalism isn't about. Think about what journalism is now. They're fighting a losing battle, aren't they? So everything's either sensationalised or it's about stories that people are really interested in. You can't really, for a national newspaper, we could do an interview like we did last week with Matt Jackson, where we sit down with an hour with Matt Jackson, have a little laugh with him, have a chat with him, right? Some Evertonians aren't even interested. Some Evertonians wouldn't even know who Matt Jackson was. That's the reality of it. So we're selling to a captive audience at least. What would that mean to him? What's in it for him? What's the story? Nothing. So that's one thing about it. Everton aren't creating stories off the pitch yet that are big enough for the national media to, unless we're sacking people. Like, I mean, Jonathan Northcross was on the phone to me straight away when after the Norwich game asking me what was going on, and then he did a piece about it. That's when they're interested. The top clubs drive clickbaits, and when I say clicks in terms of that, I don't mean clickbait as such. I mean just in general stories. People want to know about Man United every day. People want to know about Liverpool every day. People want to know a little bit lesser about Chelsea, Arsenal, then Man City. So they get less, and then when you start coming down to us, it's even less. But it's on the flip side. Then it becomes stories about the problems and not the good stuff. This is why Everton are so. I used to be guilty of pushing Everton in the community so often. It's because it creates a story for at least someone to talk about. And that's what we're not doing well enough. And hopefully, it's stuff like this today where we've seen now the story about the stadium. If I was the club, I'd be telling every journalist out there who wants to listen that all the dates are out there now. I'd be saying, listen, that's there now. Go and have a look, put a story about it and get some traction. Because what this does, if you've got that, at least if you've got that planning permission thing, is it sort of, it drives stories. You know what? Even if it's Liverpool fans clicking on links going, this will never happen. We know all the time. If we do a story and it involves anything about Everton trying to be bigger than what we are, or mentions Liverpool fans will come and watch. My match reaction after the derby got like 70,000 views because all the Reds wanted to come and like buzz off me, even though I didn't say nothing controversial. When we did a show on the Footy Show, we meant loads about it.
130,000 views on Twitter from it.
We did a News Daily once where we were linked with Simeone's son, but the way we put it in the headline was, "Will Everton go in for Simeone?" Right? And all the Reds were like, "Who do you think you are? You got no chance." And we were like, "Have you even watched this?" No. So sometimes you can do it like by just like trying to wind people up or go for like the lowest denominator.
And that's what the press do.
Yeah.
And so then teams, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, they drive those. It's why Sky are only interested really in Arsenal, Liverpool, United and Chelsea. They're not really that bothered about City, even though City have been winning things.
No,
not really bothered about Spurs are there or thereabouts. Mourinho's give them a little bit of a bit more, but they're not really that bothered about. We were at deadline day a few years ago at Sky, and we were with Steve, who's the Man City, esteemed company's the Man City, company, and they were champions. And they weren't in Sky, weren't interested in City. They weren't interested. It was like Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, and Tottenham. I mean,
and the mad thing about that day was, expressions.
Yeah, he's all right, but he's
the mad thing about that day was that Everton were the only club buying anyone.
Yeah,
we ended up buying 4 players, didn't we?
3 from Barcelona.
And we told Sky what was going to happen. We said, get us in front of a camera because we're going to be the big story at 5 o'clock. And they were like, because obviously it was the day with Allardyce. And then they were taking Liverpool fan, Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, expressions over to the main studio. We never even went to the main studio until later on. We did something live in the Sky building. But the lad from City, he was just basically standing there, twiddling his thumbs the whole day.
They didn't do anything
But they weren't, none of them, other teams were buying anyone.
No.
City had already done their business, but they just weren't interested in listening to a City fan because all he wanted was like Robbie and people to drive the traffic. They didn't really want us on. But we sort of, in the end, we were just like, get us on live. Just get us on. We even said to him, get us in the studio with Sam Allardyce and let's see what happens. And they were like, well, we can't do that. And that's why we ended up doing what we did. But they're not asked. They're only asked in Liverpool. They're asked in Liverpool. That's what, and Man United. And that's why they're all dying for Liverpool to win the title. And I don't know why our fans certainly, fall into this trap of watching Liverpool games and wondering why McManaman's screaming because Liverpool are not getting all the decisions, or Martin Tyler is screaming at the top of their heads. They want Liverpool to win the title because they've got all the data to suggest who the fans are who watch Sky. They know how many people watch a Liverpool game compared to how many people watch an Everton game. That's why every Liverpool game's on live.
Yeah.
You can't get away from the numbers. It's as simple as that. So,
listen, it's because of that we do this and we do well, you know, in terms of audience and audience participation and doing things, because people aren't bothered about Everton, so our own fans and people who are interested in will come and watch this kind of thing. It's why we started it in the first place, because we were ignored. We're everywhere else. Everton just aren't news.
But which actually drives me mad about the football club, because there's a big chance for the football club there to do that themselves. They'll create that. I believe at R6 tonight there's an interview with Brands on Sky. That's great, but for me, Brands should be doing that every month on Everton TV. But they don't. So Everton have got to start creating their own headlines.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
Definitely.
Let's have a look. Stuart Lowe says, is there anything Toffee TV can do that interacts with us fans throughout the build-up to the new stadium in 2023? Do you mean in terms of the building to it? Well, what I would say straight away, if you're not aware, on our channel, if you search it, there is a guide to Bramley-Moore Dock where we actually went to Goodison Park and drove, and you actually see us in the video driving. It's got one of those like speedied up things where you watch us drive to down there. And in the video, it is as it is now, where you see what it looks like, where it is, what's around it at the moment. So first thing, if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. Just search Guide to Bramley-Moore Dock, Toffee TV, and it'll pop up. It's from about 18 months ago we did it?
Might be longer,
It's when we actually bought the land, wasn't it?
So probably 18
It's like we literally went down on the day it was announced, and a couple of days before, and got it sorted for when it got announced. So go and watch that. And then there's obviously other videos. There's videos of us we've done interviews with Dan Mice. I did an interview with Dan Mice at the event which launched the stadium. We went down to the Everton headquarters in the Royal Liver Buildings. August, September, was it?
It was September. It was the day before the Man City home defeat, 27th of September.
Where Baz interviewed them, and we got a little bit more knowledge about what was going on. I'm sure we'll get hold of them again. But listen, when it starts going up, we'll go down there and we'll get shots of it, no problem. We'll do a little bit down there.
We'll be doing a vlog all the way through the build.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it all the way and keep everyone updated so they know where it is.
We've also check out the safe standing stuff that we did from Germany as well, because obviously, you know, we've seen this rule last week where the hoping to get safe standing, and United have applied for it and things like that. They're hoping to get that through. We do that video in Germany at Dortmund's ground where we talk about this rail seating there, which is what Everton are trying to implement as well. So check that out as well, because if you haven't seen it, it's good and it gives you a better indication. So
King Gerald, who's on today's podcast, that would be us two and Steve.
Big Steve,
who has us three. I've got the best numbers for podcast. Better than Kevin Campbell, Steve. How does that make you feel? Give us a thumbs up, because we haven't got him mic'd up.
He looks like he's going to sleep. He's gone full vitty.
He does look tired, doesn't he? He's gone vitty.
He's probably been up
good
since
couch
about
for that
5
though.
o'clock.
Good couch for that though.
What time being up from? 5. Amazing.
I mean, that milk won't deliver itself.
It won't. And then he sucked this stands round over.
I mean, that is the round.
That's the round
you're gonna get any round, get this dance
round.
Because the good thing about that round is though, at the end of it, you get a game of tennis.
Yeah, you do.
Everyone knows that you get a game of tennis at the end of it.
You do.
Ian Dodd asking the questions that people want to know. White chocolate is boss on anything. White Twixes are the one. Baz, thoughts?
Nope. I like white chocolate. It's amazing. Do not mix it with things like Twixes or other kind of stuff that ruin it.
This is the time of year, though, isn't it? They start getting creative with chocolate because of Easter,
yeah.
and they start getting
Disappointing.
creative with that. I just wonder what Jesus would have thought of that.
That's
what I'm saying.
I don't think.
I just think to myself, he'll be somewhere shaking his head, thinking, "Is this really what I died for?
This is what it was.
Is this what I died for? Like, I don't mind eggs, but now you're like pollinating them. And I'm not sure. Do you know what I mean? That's him. That's him.
I don't think
that's the big JC all over, though.
It is the JC.
That's the big JC.
He'd be fuming if
he likes to keep it nice and, you know, you can see that from the
original.
Last Supper. It's dead straightforward. I can't see any white Twixes after Last Supper.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
In fact,
pollinate.
I heard Judas brought white Twixes, and that's what kicked it off.
I mean, I can't confirm.
Can't really confirm or deny that, can you?
I mean, it was a while ago, obviously, but
Da Vinci Code somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
there you go.
White Toblerones, though. I think that's a question, isn't it? That's an answer. That's a question to an answer. I don't know.
I like white chocolate. Why have you got to mess with it?
But
it's
nice. A white chocolate infused...
Toblerones are lovely.
Yeah.
Why would you go?
Did you? Oh, by the way, did you bring? Because this is the other thing. Did you bring Toblerones back from Switzerland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you from Switzerland or were you from the boat?
No, we got both. I had one in Switzerland, one and two on the boat.
Okay. Fair enough.
And they were nice, weren't they?
Yeah. Oh, tremendous. I mean, if you can...
In fact, the one on the boat was a official Swiss Toblerone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't Aldi, was it?
Yeah. No. Oh, there was white Toblerone in that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In one of, I mean, it was all right, but you shouldn't mess with it. You shouldn't.
There was three varieties. There was dark chocolate. See, I've got no problem with that.
Yeah. No, but listen, it's just my opinion.
I know.
Doesn't mean it's right. It's just mine.
I'm just saying, if you're getting a multi-pack and you're getting the choice...
yeah.
Oh, it's a spice of life, isn't it?
Yeah. Fair play.
Matthew Berkeley says, have you invited Allardyce on the show? And if he accepted, what would your first 3 questions be?
Yeah, good. That's a good question.
That is a good... No, what though? I honestly would not have a problem bringing someone like... I would... Because, you know what? How many people would watch Toffee TV interview Allardyce? Let's get it right.
Maybe we need to speak to him.
12 people would definitely watch it. But you know what?
17.
But you'd only get 8 likes.
Yeah, you would. I mean,
no, honestly, thousands...
That's just based on...
Imagine that though, 1,000 people.
300 and...
I've often messaged Baz and said, we need to get Moyes. We need to get Moyes on. And then he's messing me back on Peg going, you don't.
I've said that at once, yeah.
Which it was. No, Allardyce should be great.
Allardyce would be good.
Because...
It'd be interesting.
Without mocking or without taking the mick, just to have a sit down and go, what were your, like, real... Get away from all the talk sport nonsense of, like, everything's hyped up to, like, you know...
Yeah.
What were you told when you come into the club? What were your aspirations? What did you think? Did you think it was your big chance? This is more than 3 questions, isn't it?
Like 17 questions.
When you signed, like, Tosin, would you have was he your signing? Adam Ola Luchman. What was the story there? If he could, I mean, listen, these are stories that he might be able to give me answers to. But,
no, we signed that.
And then what were you? When did you know? Did you not think that if you'd actually built a relationship with the fans, you would have lasted longer? You know, did you think you got that wrong? And he'd go, no, gravy. But like, what was the day when you thought
it's done?
It's done. And what did you think when he sacked you? And then what did you actually think when Silva was in charge? Thinking, why did they give this fella a job and they let me go? You know what I mean? Like, would you have felt better?
Here's a question for you. Knowing what we know now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Knowing what we know now, would you have rather kept Sam Allardyce than employ Marco Silva?
No, because I don't think we would have got Brands.
Okay.
Well, I think we would have got Brands, but I think it was part of, like, I don't think Brands could have worked at Allardyce. But one question I would ask him as well is, would you have felt better about losing your job if Ancelotti would have took the job off you?
If it would have been Ancelotti.
Because it is that to be a fella like Allardyce and lose your job, and to see this fella that listen, Allardyce is obviously is his own PR machine, isn't he?
Yeah.
He talks himself up, and I've got no problem with that. Right? I think he's like a boxer, isn't he? The way he talks himself up. But was it the fact that he lost his job and Silva took over, would he have felt better with it being Allardyce? So, would it been Ancelotti?
I'm sure he would have.
Yeah.
Cool Kid, do you let fans write for the page? You mean a website?
Yes.
If so, yes, we do.
Someone's
Get in
done it
touch,
today.
email us.
Someone's done it
We
today.
have, yeah.
Wormy Spoon says, get a Reese's peanut butter egg.
I don't like Reese's.
Oh, I do. I got
Do you like
I got
Reese's?
two
Yeah.
selection boxes for Christmas. I haven't ate them all yet. I'm
Have you
just
not?
slowly.
I'm not really a big
Very
Reese's.
fattening. Very fattening. I mean, no good if you're vegan.
No.
So,
Okay.
Joe Trent says, what's the worst game you've been to live?
Worst as in low quality or as in horrible?
Whatever you feel.
Two different things, really, aren't they?
I think the worst feeling I've ever had in the match was getting beat by Liverpool 2012 in the semi-final. I don't think I've ever felt lower than that.
Really?
I don't think I've ever felt it. Because I've been to bad matches and I felt, you know, you go to a bad match and, you know, you might have a bad, like, I remember being 2-0 down against Wimbledon. I mean, that was pretty bad. And to be honest, I remember being at Leeds the week before when we were, it was 0-0, 20 minutes to go, and they brought David White on and he just ripped us to bits and we ended up getting beat 3-0. And we dropped into the bottom three that day and there was one game left.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? It being like, there's no way that we were going down. And then next minute, and then we're 2-0 down against Wimbledon with a team that had no fight in it. And yet, so, but you know what? What's mad is that 2-0 down, I still...
You were also a kid, though.
Yeah, I was, and but
You'd react differently now, wouldn't you? I think that's important.
React different anyway, just because of everything that goes with football now, because it's so over amped now. The idea then of going down, you probably felt like you'd come back straight away. Now, because of the way footy works, I'm not so sure anyone.
I've got three in my head of like being like devastated, and I mean properly devastated. 86 cup final. Devastated, more so than losing the league the week before, because we were champions and we were runners up. But being 1-0 up and in total control in the 86 cup final against Liverpool was just horrific, losing a double to them. Fiorentina, when we lost on penalties, because I honestly believe we could have won that year. We battered them in that second leg. We were inches away.
I went to the away fixture.
You went away, didn't you? I remember Osman's chance though at home now in the last seconds.
The away game of Fiorentina is one of the reasons why you need European football every year to understand how you work those games. Like, we should have gone there and just been like, listen, we lose 1-0, just get out of here. Yeah. But we didn't. We went there.
Still open,
it was horrendous.
So that was a bad one. Ironically, when McAllister scored at Goodison, that made me feel worse than when Carroll scored at Wembley. Maybe because I just kind of didn't surprise me that Carroll had scored, but the McAllister one, we hadn't lost to them at home for 10 years.
Do you know what the problem with that night was?
And Gerrard just threw
because it was such an emotional
Monday, wasn't it?
And there was a
probably
the worst atmosphere I've ever felt in the derby. That there was a horrible mood,
the current wasn't there.
It was really bad. Yeah. And the fact that Duncan scored and then Unsworth gets the equaliser, didn't he? And then you thought, well, we've got out of here with a draw and it's okay. And to concede a goal like that. And I actually, that night, I was actually in the paddock right next to their fans. And I've only ever sat there once in my life, and it was that game, and it was horrendous. It was horrendous.
The worst thing about that was Alex Anderson could have made that foul 40 yards further up the pitch, further back in towards there. Don't forget, Carragher handballed it on the edge of the box, and the referee didn't give it. They broke, and if he'd have just chopped someone down, he let him run, then chopped them. But even so,
I'd have saved it.
Gerrard, I mean, do you remember in the same game the save he made from Hifia, which was incredible? Hifia close range header, he pushed it over, and then he lets that in, and that kick-started Liverpool to win their treble that year. It was just that.
Wigan in the cup was bad, yeah.
Wigan, Wigan was more of like stunned. Wigan, I wasn't devastated after that. I couldn't believe what I'd seen. I was just like at a loss there, but Fiorentina, I actually thought we had players like Yakubu, we were brilliant, Kale, Arteta, we were brilliant. We should have beat them. And you look at Rangers, got to the final, and you're like, oh my God. But yeah. But the worst quality game I've ever been to, I think, Everton Leicester last year on New Year's Day would be up there. It was horrific.
Up there. Keith Powell in Amsterdam says,
hello, Keith.
Asked earlier, had anyone heard of the UEFA statute limitations? 5 years for info to be taken into consideration for prosecution. This means seasons 12 to 14 would not be allowed to be taken into consideration for City's current dilemma. Anyone confirm this?
Don't know.
Because I think that's obviously in relation to if City would lose the title, wouldn't it? So
I know Liverpool are now getting investigated as well.
Keith, I wouldn't worry about it, mate.
So.
And also, that's only if the Premier League decided that the rules they broke Premier League rules. So I don't know. Simple as that.
Adam Roscoe.
No, I know.
Adam.
We can't deny.
Not yet.
Lewis says if Megaphone came in and made an offer to sponsor Toffee TV on the condition that the other hosts have to leave, would you take it? That's a great question. That is a great question.
For how much? If it was like £1 million.
That's like Hunger Games.
No, but if they said they'll give it £1 million, so we'd have £500,000, I'd leave and let you just host it.
Oh, thanks, boss.
I'd go and chill.
What if I want to leave?
Then you could leave with £500,000.
Who'd run all the cameras?
Billy and Matt. I go back to...
Hang on, they were asking me before I switched the laptop on.
I go back to the Mevo, which is just plug and play. That's a tough question.
I don't think...
I mean, we've seen examples in our field of all kinds of things. You can never rule anything out.
Never rule anything out. We'll say no more on that. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work. No. Listen.
But if they want to sponsor us,
not being funny, right?
We'll wear us enough masks.
I'm not being funny. So we didn't come in Monday. We called it our mini winter break. And yet I was itching to come in at like 2 o'clock. I was like, I don't have to be in the studio.
It's on Sunday. My dad was in ours and he was like, so aren't you in tomorrow? And I was like, why? And he was, I like the fact. I said, you can come round, I'm here. You can have a chat with me if you want. And he's like, no, I like watching the thing.
This is not a job. I mean, it is a job.
I mean, quite clearly it's a job.
But it's not a job.
No, it's enjoyable. That's the thing.
But if Megaphone, I mean, listen, what would be in it for Megaphone if we weren't both here?
We'd wear Usman off mask though every day if they want to sponsor us. It's great.
He said he'd wear an Everton kit.
He
I'd
did.
wear an
Usman
kit.
And then we wouldn't have to take gambling.
Keith Powell says, Ped Baz, you two are a credit to Everton. He actually wrote this. And are better than most pundits on Sky BT or any other channel I've watched. You also recognise good football when you see it and are not biased on reporting it either. Us patrons recognise this and I enjoy good conversational football. Wouldn't get an honest one on Sky. Well, that's it. I mean, there's the perfect advert for patron. Like some of the shows we put on Patreon during the week that people in the outside will never get to see are amazing. And you know what? When you're on Patreon as well, you become part of the Toffee TV circle of trust as well.
And the community.
The community you get.
It's good that when we do our other footy shows, it's good though, isn't it? Because sometimes you don't want to talk. But sometimes you don't want to talk about Everton, do you?
No.
And so it's good to have a conversation just about other stuff, the footy. I mean, taking like Haaland's goals last night.
Oh.
Yeah, what a player.
That run he did, that run, honest to God, it's like something like of a Marvel film. It's like no, when they do that thing when they're showing like the tactics and they show where a player was and where he's going to and they just move it and are still. That's what he was like. It's like he's unbelievable.
It's like poetry in motion.
He's unbelievable the way I mean, he's got everything. He's got everything. He's got apps. He's incredible.
What,
you know what I mean?
Player. What a player.
Grant Ferguson says, seen an advert today for birthday cake flavoured Kit Kat. Thoughts?
You answer it.
Can you define what birthday cake tastes like?
Sponge cake, to me. It's just like a Victoria.
Well, I had a birthday not so long ago, and I had like chocolate cake.
Yeah, no, but people, you just asked me, can I define? I'm just saying to you, for me.
I think you're trying to stay away from the conversation.
I'm not. I'm staying away from that.
You tend to get very wound up about the flavours of things.
I don't. It's just what I like. I like the Marks and Spencer like balloon cake because it's like a sponge cake, but it's got buttercream and jam. I like that. That's like my favourite.
Let me ask you a question then, right?
Yeah.
What's your favourite taste in food?
at the moment, so like kung po chicken.
Okay,
with
so
rice.
I'm trying to think of something like weird. What's the most, that's like the worst thing you could ever think about biting into?
Orange Club.
Orange Club. Right, so let's say there's an Orange Club, right?
You know what, I had one as a kid, and I was sick when I had it, and that's just made me feel sick
what if
immediately.
you had
if my missus likes them and I can't even look at them.
So what if you had that Orange Club, when you bit into it, it tasted of kung po chicken?
Yeah, but then you'd
No,
go past that, wouldn't you?
Would you? Hang on, okay.
Does it still smell of Orange Club?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have it then. Because the smell
I'm just trying to get, because food is more like food. Like if you had a plate and it was the greatest tasting food, right?
Yeah.
But it looked like sick. Could you eat it?
No, because a lot of it's visual,
isn't it? Exactly. Like a lot of smells put me off before I even get there.
Yeah.
But there you go. It sounds great, and if anyone wants to send me in any chocolate, like Kate does, Kate's always sending it. Where's that? Go Girl, we've got Girl Guide cookies over there.
Oh, they're there, yeah. Steve, you can have one if you want. They're nice, mate, there. Try them. I offer the lads one. I mean, poor Billy, his stomach's rumbling.
They don't taste like...
They don't taste like Girl Guides. I mean, they might in Canada, I don't know. They're nice.
I don't know what Girl Guides taste like, and I wouldn't advocate finding out.
No. But Girl Guides cookies, or whatever they're called.
The Boy Scouts in America have declared bankruptcy. How does that happen?
How?
I mean, I don't really want to know, but know what I think it might be, and I don't want to get political here, is Girl Guide cookies. Where's the box? Throw the box over so I can show the people. Go throw it over. Let's see if you're a real man. Oh, what a catch.
They really are Girl Guides cookies from Canada.
There's actual Girl Guides on them, right there. And they've actually, and you know it's Canadian because it's in English and French. So you know it's good. They aligned themselves with Trump, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
They aligned themselves with Trump. No, I'm not making this political. I'm just saying maybe that's the reason.
No,
I don't know.
Possibly.
Adam says if you could have a superpower for a day, what would it be and why?
Invisibility or fly? I don't know. Invincibility might be all right.
I think we did this on OBS.
We have done this, yeah. Not on OBS. I mean, we might have done on OBS. I don't know. You might maybe that's how we recorded it. I don't know.
AOB.
Yeah.
I think mine was weird. Mine was to either be invisible or make everyone else disappear for a day. And the reason was, and it's not weird. The reason was I wanted to go to places that I'm not allowed to go to. And again, this is not being weird, right? No,
I mean, it sounded...
No, but there's like loads of... No, but imagine if someone said to you, right?
Like the White House or something?
Like the Vatican. Like,
know
what I mean? Like,
underground.
Like places that you'll never ever go.
But how would you get there?
The doors are unlocked as well, and I've got the power to unlock doors. No, but like the idea that there's loads of places clearly on Earth where...
But could you get there in one day? So would you need like super speed as well?
Yeah, they'll have super speed. I'm Sonic as well.
I'm just trying to break it down so I've got a clear image of what you do.
I can go through portals as well.
Okay,
right? Makes it easy, doesn't it? Makes it easier.
That's what I wanted to know.
It's a 2-for-1 special.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Someone's given me a 2-for-1. The genie's come down. I've rubbed this lamp. He's had a good time with that, and I've got what I want. Right? So... There's places. There's definitely places in the world, right, that you're not allowed to go, but you'd love to see. And I'm basing this all on the film National Treasure, bad.
Oh, okay. I wondered when it'd make its way to a film.
Things like the Vatican. So, like underneath the Vatican, you've got like St. Peter's Hill, isn't there? So, which is supposed to be the original site of like the Vatican. There's places all over the world that are like ancient places that you're not allowed to go, or whatever. There's apparently streets under Liverpool, like old part of the old. There's a lot of stuff out there that you'll never see because there's always going to be a locked door.
Okay.
Right? Probably for the best in some cases. Know your audience. So that's probably what it would be. So I wouldn't be hating anybody.
No, that's
I wouldn't be like trying
altering anything.
I wouldn't be altering anything. There's places in the world I'd love to see that I know I never will be able to because there's locked doors.
Okay. I mean, that's a great answer.
I mean, most of it I can see on Instagram, the stuff I really want to see.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's all good.
Plenty of locked doors there.
And you want it all open.
Okay, what else are we doing here? Christian says, if you could choose between having never eaten Cheeto fingers or having no thumbs, what would you choose? Never-ending Cheeto fingers or having no thumbs, what would you choose? I'd have no thumbs.
I'd have no thumbs. You don't want Cheeto fingers, do you?
No, no one wants that.
No.
Especially if you're ginger. Wouldn't be a good look. Joe, no one cares who's going to be England's number one. We're not here to talk about questions like that.
Pickford, it'll
Come on, mate.
It'll be Pickford.
Have some self-respect and ask us about invisibility or something. Mark G says Haaland has 39 goals in 1,903 minutes in all comps this season. That's the goal tally of a goal every 49 minutes. One of the greatest stories of 2019-20.
Yeah, he's been incredible.
To be fair, there aren't really any other good stories from 2019-20, are there? I can't really think of
For
any.
that season? No.
Not for this
no,
season.
I'd scrap it as a season.
Yeah. Where are the Mayans when you need them?
Exactly.
Orange and chocolate don't mix. Hate it. Toffee Blue No says that. I mean, that's...
What about a chocolate orange? Terry chocolate orange?
I know a chocolate and an orange that goes together, and it's just so good that stays in the room.
Oh,
Remember the orange twirl
I
saga?
can't remember them. I know that they disappeared.
Do you know what, though?
I had 2 and they disappeared. They brought 73
There's
in.
a box of them, and I haven't had any of them. I basically took them...
Why?
Because I took them home.
No, but why have you not brought like a couple back?
I'll start bringing them in.
I'm Lent next Tuesday.
You know why I took them.
I know why you took them.
Because there's a light-fingered Liverpool fan in this building who likes who likes coming in here and touching our fingers.
Taking anything they can get.
Honestly, they come in like mad scabs. I mean, I ate their donuts today, but that's nothing to do with
One
that.
donut. Yeah.
One donut. You had one.
Steve Kelly had one.
They had one.
Yeah. It was just on the side.
The
last one.
The last one. Like, I can explain me, I can quantify that, but Steve Kelly...
We just say, well, it was there, he's hungry, he took it.
To be fair, he'd be here longer than some of the other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Mitchell Dalzon says, Toffee TV sponsored by America. Yeah, I think that might be a hard sell for me.
Yeah.
Although I am quite quiet.
He says constantly Florida and America fantasizing. Well, I love Florida, it's amazing.
I don't fantasize about it, though.
No, you don't.
What else have we got? Stephen Poynton says, and I'm gonna ask Billy this one, so you're gonna have to speak up loud, Bill. Yes. Simon Poynton says, do you think Fury will win Sunday morning? And are you getting up or staying up for it? Well, number one, I'm not staying up for it because I don't actually like Fury. He said some terrible things that I can't get away from, and he can redeem his character as much as he wants, but I can't get away from some of the things he said about certain things. I know he said
a lot of good things.
He said a lot of good things, and that's fine, and I applaud him for that. But some of the bad things he says, I can't get on board with. So I've got no. I don't dislike him. I just have no interest in him. Okay. Billy, as our resident boxing expert, what are your thoughts?
I don't really like either of them, to be honest. And I think it's 50-50. I don't know who will win.
There you go. I mean, for that kind of in-depth,
That's why Billy's behind a computer.
He doesn't like them, and it's a 50-50, and he's probably just watching the Freeview.
And he's staying up though. He's going out with
Liverpool. Liverpool, isn't he? Any more to add to that?
Billy will have them.
I'm sort of leaning towards Wilder knockout.
There you go.
It could easily be Fury on points.
There you go. He's gone for a Wilder knockout or Fury on points. Do you know? Are you going to do some spread betting for this?
Sounds like it.
You have a prediction, but I don't know.
He's got no prediction, which means
he normally has a prediction, but on this one, it's a tough call.
It's a
tough call.
He's a Minshall. Daniel Bob. I mean, that is a man with 2 first names.
It is.
Do you know
Matthew Berkeley. They get launched. They get launched out the studio.
Daniel Bob says, what do you reckon to Robert Pattinson as Batman?
That's you, isn't it?
I'm all over it. I mean, not literally all over it. That'd be weird. No, that's fine. Looks the part.
Pat.
Young man, a younger Batman. That's what I'm on board for that. Okay. Pippin says 8 foot and skinny or 3 foot and fat.
8 foot and skinny.
Yeah, definitely.
Be a bit like. Well, I could play basketball.
They do say the women prefer girth out to length.
Cool Kid, the channel originally started in 2014, but we were doing radio together in 2012 and onwards.
Billy, Evertonian 6 says Billy will get a job on Soccer Saturday ahead of Charlie Nicholas. With
that kind of insight, without
you know
a shadow. Well, look at this, what have you... AS, what you have done with this channel is immense. Remember when I...
Sorry, I refreshed it. I'd already pressed the refresh button.
Sorry.
Why would I go against someone who's saying really nice things about us?
Well, that's what we're wondering.
You know when you say the likes haven't gone up? Why haven't the patrons gone up?
I know, patrons are lazy. Well, I mean, they're not.
They're not.
It's the others that don't want to come in. The ones that...
Someone said they didn't have any money because they were students.
Don't want to buy a pint.
Come on, it's 1 pint. 1 pint
a month.
You're a student. One pint a month would get you. 1 pint would get you a patron.
Go back to
okay.
AS. I was trying to
where AS has gone.
Well, he's obviously in the bit where it says load comments.
No, because there's the birthday cake bit. I don't know.
It's not. He's gone in the load comments.
I'll go now. Saw a dime bar lemon flavour today, and I had a dime bar lemon. It was lovely. And I also seen pineapple Jaffa cakes.
What new madness is this? Richard Folks quality. Gary Ward would love to see us interview Big Sam. It would be good.
Lewis said he watched the Shining sequel, Dr. Sleep, last night, and it was brilliant. Would recommend. Thank you, Lewis.
Exciting.
I'll add it to the list.
So it's just above that,
must be just above that then, mustn't it? Self-gratification coming up.
Well, no, just because I started reading it. I wanted to know what the question
and then we'll
was.
read Degsy's.
What have you done? What you've done with this channel, remember when I first found it and couldn't believe people were actually speaking about Everton Football Club? Keep it up, boys. Much respect. That's from AS. But that's the reason why we did it, because people weren't speaking about Everton.
What have you done today to make you feel good? Was it Proud?
Proud.
Sorry, whatever.
Heather.
Probably breaking.
What would Heather say?
Oh.
Breaking news?
No, you can't. It's embargoed.
Oh, okay, let me show
Don't, no.
Oh,
no.
Let me see.
You can't say no more.
I'm not going to say a word.
That's what there. We can't say nothing. Can't even say when. It's
okay.
Because it's embargoed.
I've got to go in 2
minutes.
Well,
we're finishing.
We don't have to finish. You can sub me out if you want.
Did you just say sub me out?
Sub me in. No, sub me out.
No, I'm just glad you said sub. I didn't hear you. No, when you just like get that. No. We're going to finish with Degsy, because we've done an hour. We've given the people what they asked for, which is hang on, let me just officially check it.
Oh, look at the likes, look. Almost at 200.
58, 52 we're on. We've done nearly an hour. Cool Kid, 1 pint. £3 is 1 pint for the month. And do you know what? If you buy a t-shirt or a hoodie, which none of us have got on at the moment, literally none of us have got our merchandise on, you get 25% back. So if you buy a t-shirt, right, you get more money back than you will have spent on subbing for this channel for the month. We're literally giving it away for the month.
Steve Kelly sat there going,
yeah.
Steve's been a patron since day one. He's the man. Interviews with Van Gaal, Ancelotti, Van Nistelrooy and Gomez.
Hang on, where's that? Degsy says, RAF football reunion at the weekend went so well in Lille last weekend. Great city, friendly people, and the matchday experience was A1. With ultras from Marseille bringing out the beat.
Banging out the beat.
And I wanted to bring out the beat.
Oh, okay.
Like Gloria Estefan.
Oh, man.
Back in the 80s. Fine specimen of a lazy with her box. What was that box? What was it called? Sound machine.
Miami.
Sound machine. A box machine.
Yeah.
Beat all the match, and Lille using both ends to answer each other with songs made for a great match, both on and off the pitch. Stadium had its roof closed, which was great because it was raining because of Storm Doris. Storm Pierre. I recommend a visit with only an hour and 20 minutes travelling time on the Eurostar from city to city.
Degsy's the man. I mean, he literally doesn't speak like that.
But we know someone who does talk like that, and he'll be down the dock right now, having a good look at it, thinking,
I wonder when they'll start.
Let's hope they don't rain it.
Not yet.
Please don't rain it. there's a lot of stuff down there they might
You
find
don't
that I
wanna
don't want
find.
them to find. It was a different era, different time. We did what we needed to do to survive, and they're all at the bottom. So there you go.
I mean. Incredible.
Cool Kid says, gonna stop subbing to Netflix and get Toffee TV.
I mean, that's dedication right there.
I don't know, we're gonna have to do like Stranger Things. To be fair though, Matt looks like he could be in Stranger Things, doesn't he?
And Billy would definitely be
Billy's 11.
Billy can be hot.
Matt's a
I
Demogorgon.
That's a bit harsh.
No, what are you messing? He's the
Demogorgon's a tank.
yeah, he's the ginger kid that gets all the abuse. What can I say? It's from St. Helens and he's ginger. He's going to get abuse, isn't he? He is though, isn't he? What's this?
Stop. What?
Robert Russell says, FFS Ped, sort the man out there. He's itching for it. Laughing out loud. I don't even know what that refers to. I just wanted to do the dog voice because I love it.
I think it's because Baz wanted subbing off.
Oh, he wants to sub him off. I can't sub him off. I just can't. I've got no one in the room to replace him with.
Apart from Steve.
Apart from Steve. Steve looks like he's
He
not
looks
in...
like he couldn't be
No,
bothered.
Steve's not in a sub. It's like Steve wanted to come on and he would have got mic'd up, but he showed no
Showed
enthusiasm for it.
nothing other than laying down playing on his phone. Not interested.
Someone asked me why I blocked their account. I haven't blocked anyone's account. It's just that last week you were asking the same question 80,000 times, and I'd already told you in one of the comments on a video. You asked me why I loved Richarlison now, and previously I had said that I wouldn't be bothered if he'd left the club. And the reason I give was because I'm a human being and I'm allowed to change my moods and my mind. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. There's no other, there doesn't need to be any other explanation. None other explanation. I'm allowed to change my mind on anything I want. I might want to sub Baz off now, or I might not want to sub him off. I'm allowed to make that as a change. It's a free world. There you go. But I haven't blocked anyone. Where have I blocked you?
I would block.
I would block anything for you, but I won't block that. Nicola, what are you talking about? Ginger? I am not ginger. I am Nordic Sunset. Ginger, behave yourself. You want to see Matt? Now that is
I'm
ginger.
strawberry blonde.
I'm not strawberry blonde. I'm not strawberry blonde. Matt, come and show your hair.
Go on, Matt.
Go on, Matt, you
Go and get involved.
Do you want me to get my legs out?
No, I mean let's not go that far. I'm just gonna show you Matt's hair, and this what we're gonna get now is this is Ped's son. Don't get comfy. Just show it. Just sit down. Look.
Oh yeah, yours is quite blonde, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Look at mine compared to his. I don't even know if you're in shot.
It's not a proper ginger.
I don't know if you're in shot. I've got no. Hang on. Let me tell you if you're in shot. Hang on. Look. See. That's ginger. That's ginger hair. Mine's not ginger. Look at this. I practically look like a model.
His beard's more ginger.
It's not ginger. Actually, it's got a bit grey on it, but that happens to the best of us.
That's what my legs look like.
No, look how white you are as well. You're so pale. You're literally like you came out one of my legs.
When someone said last week that he should be Seamus, I'm going on a stag do as
There you go.
Seamus,
So Matt's on. We haven't got. He sings and dances apparently. His mum wants him to come on with his guitar. There you go. We'll do that one day, just not now. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you all later. If you're on Patreon, we'll be live tomorrow. See you later. Stop giving me the devil eyes there, you.
I'm just admiring your beard.
Well, one day, sunshine, one day. Shouldn't say sun. People get the wrong idea. See you later. Bye.